I am running out of words about this Tottenham Hotspur side. I am absolutely dumbfounded on this Boxing Day. I just think we're absolutely in such dismal form, playing such an awful football, and the injuries. And I'm not going to make excuses today because that was just turgid from start to finish. No cutting edge, no desire to win that game. I think the highlight of the game was probably the fog on the pitch. It was that bad, but I'm in an utter state of disbelief. What a load of absolute rubbish that was. Tottenham, you're really testing my patience now. And I do worry for the future of Ange Postecoglou with more performances and displays like that. And fair play to Nottingham Forest. Absolutely fantastic today. You did your job. And I'll get more into it now because it was just absolutely another shocking display from Spurs and an opposition who knew how to handle us. But before I go any further, I want to say happy Christmas. Hope you had a lovely Christmas day and enjoying the festive football as well on Boxing Day. But before we go any further, if you are new to the Sunday Spurs YouTube channel, make my new year by getting down below. Let me know what you thought of the game. I'm sure many people are going to be Ange out after that one. And also leave your likes, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would really, really appreciate it. Likes especially because it pushes it around the YouTube algorithm, gets more people seeing this old mug on Christmas. But yeah, what did I make of that? I mean, looking at the stats straight away. And sorry, by the way, for this setup. It's a bit, because it's Christmas, I haven't got my full camera set up. So I'm in my usual studio, but, got it on a little riggy-majig thing. So yeah, looking at the stats, obviously 10 shots on target. Repeat that again. 10 shots, 3 on target for Forest, 29% possession. We had 71% possession and did absolutely nothing with it. 13 shots, 4 on target. It's just, fantastic that by the looks of it and looking at my phone, Chelsea have, lost today against Fulham. So it sort of will hopefully take the blame off us. But as I say, just really, really poor. And you sort of knew when that Elanga goal went in, really good goal, by the way, tucked it away. Morgan Gibbs-White showing maybe we should have signed him in the summer as a bit of a creative edge. But, when that goal went in, you sort of knew how the day was going to go. Just absolutely poor. Just, bad on the ball, no cutting edge, didn't know how to break them down. I thought Milenkovic and Murillo, fantastic. I do think, you'd take those wingers, wouldn't you? Callum, Hudson-Odoi and Elanga. And you'd probably take those two centre-backs at the moment. And the day just summed up by Djed Spence red card, another injury to Dragerson, and we're playing a back four at the end of Basuma, Archie Gray. It's bad. And I'm not using excuses, but those injuries at the back are really, impacting us. I know we haven't got the best defensive record, but it sort of is impacting the whole play. I saw not much service for Dominic Solanke. Maddison, maybe you needed in the game a bit more. Kulusevski's running on empty. It's just becoming a sad state of affairs. And it sort of comes to this moment where it's like we're in the Premier League. We're sitting at mid-table now. It's been an absolute, poor time of it. 11th in the Premier League. We might as well just sack that off and go for the cups. It's just no point. Put all our eggs in the Liverpool Cup basket, go for the Europa League and have a go at the FA Cup. Because at the moment, I just think that is what will save Ange Postecoglou's job. Because after that, many people are going to be calling for his head. And until he gets reinforcements, injuries back, you've got to go for the cups. And that's my message today and probably going to be the title of this video. That is how Ange Postecoglou saves his job. Because after that, it's just not good, is it? Because you're sitting there and we sit there, and I for one hated the turgid football we had under Mourinho. And I was going to say Nuno, but look how Nuno has got Wolves ticket. I'll talk about that in a bit. But Conte, and it was crap. Like, it was boring, awful football. And Postecoglou came in, breath of fresh air. But now we're struggling to break teams down, especially, with the way we play. We're going to get injuries because there's a lot of ground covered. We can't rotate. And if to make Ange Postecoglou a success at Spurs, he has to be backed. And Levy isn't going to do that. And people will say, bring Thomas Frank in, Iriola. The same will happen. They won't get backed, and Levy will just be, stuck in a corner of what to do and who to appoint. But moving on to like Wolves and Nuno, people say, why didn't we keep him? But Nuno had Harry Kane. He didn't really fit us. And you look at the way Forest play, proper, brute defenders, some pacey wingers who do the running for Chris Wood, proper target man. I don't think it was ever going to work for Nuno at Spurs, and he wouldn't have got backed either. So, Forest seem like they're doing more stellar signings than us. Moving on, I think they're third in the Premier League now, moving up the table. Really, that's becoming a right fortress for Forest, and they're an historic club, and they deserve to be where they are. And the Premier League, I've got the table on my screen in front of me. It's just such a mess. It's just not a mess, but like you've had like people slagging off Newcastle, they're 5th, and Bournemouth are 6th, and City is 7th, and Fulham are 8th now. So yeah, it's a crazy game crazy season, I should say, in the Premier League, and we're paying the consequences of losing points and losing leads, and poor performances against Palace and poor performances against Ipswich, and leading against Chelsea 2-0 and being 2-0 up against Brighton. It's just really, really a hard time to be a Tottenham fan. And I think I'm going to the Liverpool Cup game, and I say we've got to put all eggs in that basket. And I've heard people on TalkSport who I work for saying, ringing up and saying, Tottenham fans saying sack off the league. I'd rather finish 10th and win a cup. I think that's what we have to do this year. We really have to focus on those cups, because I just think at the moment with what we got, we have Brennan Johnson's out of form now. I think he's gone 8 games without a goal. Son, what is going on with Son? It's a worrying state of affairs. And the sooner we can get Luka Vuskovic in, who scored a bicycle kick from a corner, I think, or a set piece for the team he's on loan at, I think we just need so many reinforcements. It is a right struggle at the moment for Spurs. Really worrying times. And I'm a bit lost for words with what we do from here. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. There's not much. I literally can't even think of some key moments. Maybe there was that Brennan Johnson shot from Sells. Apart from that, there wasn't really much to go with Spurs, and there's a lot of expectation on Lucas Bergfall when they come on and stuff like that. We haven't had Mikey Moore and Odobert. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see if Ange Postecoglou sacked. I still don't want it, but yeah, it's a sad state of affairs being a Spurs fan. But yeah, let me know what you made of that game in the comments down below. Leave your likes and also subscribe and hit the notification bell. And hope you all had a good Christmas, as I say. And I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Ciao.